Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Rejects Podcast. I'm here with Doug Wilde and WeeLittleLaddie and maybe some others. And today we're just going to talk about
Hey
shit.
guys, it's me, WeeLittleLaddie. How's it going, everyone?
You guys, it's Doug Wilde. I'm a faggot here.
Yeah. So what are we talking about, boys? I want to know.
Well, let's talk about my day today. How about that? I'll start
All
with
right,
that.
all right.
No one wants
Let's
to hear
talk
that,
about
Doug.
my
All right,
day.
no one wants to hear
So,
that.
I woke up this morning I felt pretty good because I took a shower last night.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't feel like all crusty and shit. Like I didn't feel greasy. I felt clean.
Uh-huh.
So that was probably like the best part. And then I went to the kitchen and I didn't have any cereal, so I just got out some ramen.
Uh-huh.
And I cooked like 2 packs of ramen and then I put it in a bowl and then I ate it. That was my breakfast. But then
Uh-huh.
I got hungry again and I had this big box of goldfish crackers.
Oh,
you
boy.
know those? Yeah, and I started downing them. Like I just started downing them while I
No
watched
bowl,
YouTube videos.
just straight up like drinking it.
No bowl, like just from the box. Like I just had it next to my chair and I was just
Yep.
downing it like a
Yep.
bag of chips.
That's how you do it.
And it's like an hour. I have like a job to go to in like a couple minutes, and like I just realized like, oh my god, I just ate a whole bunch, and now I have this big ass
Yeah.
stomach ache. So like, how do I go to work? Because I'm supposed to like check people's fucking groceries, and I'm gonna have the shits. I'm gonna need to go poop. I'm gonna need to go poopy, and I can't tell anyone, and I can't ask for help because the customer will be like, "Oh, can you just scan my coupon already, you stupid retard?" And I'll just be like, "I'm sorry, ma'am. Please don't hurt me."
Please, I got the poops.
So what I would do, so what I did, I went to the bathroom and I got like a pack of like it was like a stomach reliever, and I took it, and I'm like, "Oh, this ain't gonna kick in for a while." Shit. So I got dressed. And I can just feel like my anus just completely erupting with this eternal surge of feces and just
Oh,
goldfish
boy.
crackers. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to go to the bathroom before work, and then we'll see where it goes. And then I go to the bathroom and nothing happens. Like nothing comes out. I'm like, what the fuck? Like what am I doing wrong? Now I'm just like really upset. So I go to work really upset, and then I start working, and now I just don't I don't have a stomach ache, and I don't need to poop anymore. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's very anticlimactic. And then work happens,
Yep.
and I'm like, okay, everything's all right. And I get out of work, and I'm about to I'm deciding whether or not to go to the gym. I'm like, I could go to the gym. There's no one there, but now my back hurts from standing for over 6 hours.
Yep.
And then I'm looking back and forth, and then a girl I liked from high school walks by, and then I get really uncomfortable, so I walked away. And then I'm like, shit, I'm next to the water. I guess I'm going to the gym. Fuck it. And then I went to the gym, and then I went home, and now I'm here.
That ended very anticlimactically, but I love it.
That's my,
A
that's
bit
my
about-
day.
A
Thank
far
you.
more interesting life than myself, Doug, I must admit.
Yeah,
That's
I better
That's
get,
my
I better
day
get started
today.
with my day. So obviously I woke up. I mean, it'd be a problem if I didn't wake up. So basically, I took a shower. I got my clothes on. I was like, it's such a nice day out. I'm gonna go for a walk. So I walked to the woods. So there I was, walking in the woods. There was no one around. My phone was dead. And out of the corner of my eye, I spot him.
it sounds
Shia
like a plot to a
LaBeouf.
horror movie.
He's
Oh, for fuck's sake.
he's following me. He's following me around about 30 feet back.
What about my shit? But at least I made something original up, for fuck's sake. Come on, Eric.
I'm this is my day, Doug. This is my day. You told me we told the podcast your day. I'm gonna tell you mine. So there he was. He was walking about 30 feet back. He got down all fours and he was breaking into a sprint. He was gaining on me. Fuck.
Oh my
It
God.
was Shia LaBeouf. So I was looking for my car, but there was no one around, even though I don't drive. He was almost upon me now, and I could see there's blood on his face. My God, there's fucking blood everywhere. Honestly, So yeah,
That's
and then
stinky.
I outran him. I ran back home. I came on the podcast.
You know what you should have done? You should have started chanting various 4chan memes. Pepe,
Yeah.
I know if I remember correctly, he's very triggered by stuff like that. So you could just tell him you can make fun of the "he will not divide us" thing, and he'll probably go into a retarded fit where he basically attacks you.
Yeah, he'll go like just full
I think he
beta
got, I
cuck
think he got
nail
arrested.
screech. Yeah.
I think he accidentally assaulted a fan
He
during
did.
that whole thing because he thought they were like trying to like make fun of him or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it was pretty crazy. WeeLittleLaddie, what happened today for you? I'm sure just a bunch of cool, edgy stuff happened, even though it just started.
Yeah, very, very, very. You see, well, I'm from the other world, so I woke up this morning, so because I've only been awake for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But you see,
I got you.
just banging on my door. It was pretty fucking annoying.
Yeah.
So I got up, answered the door, said, "What the fuck you want?" He said, I was just like, okay, fair enough. Like, whatever you want to tell me. He says, like,
Were you wearing the
isn't
horse
my real
mask
form,
during all this?
This isn't my real form. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
Whenever I imagine like you
Take a
doing
few steps
something,
back, all right?
Wait, what?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, okay. So my roommate takes a few steps back
Uh-huh.
and starts morphing. He's kind of contorting his body and all that.
Whoa.
So was he like it was like an autistic screech of sorts? Was it like a seize?
Yeah, it was kind of like an exorcism, but like of autism. It was trying to remove the autism from his body.
All right.
It's a grotesque growth field, right? Just slowly whispers in my ear, like, "I'm sorry, John." It's just like, okay, fair enough. Just hop on the podcast.
Oh god.
Wait, did he like go to your ear and gently whisper, "How's it going, everyone? It's Doug Wilde here, and today we're gonna do something different." Proceed
Yes,
to, like,
No, he whispered.
proceed to-
No, Doug. He whispered in WeeLittleLaddie's ear. Hey, what's up, guys? Joey Salad's here, back with another fantastic
Oh
prank.
no! This is what you. Is this
Here,
what you
I'm
deal
gonna
with every
kiss
morning?
people with horse masks on the beach. It's gonna get
Yeah,
millions
that's the
of
part-
views.
Yo. Is that why your videos are so surreal? Because New Zealand's such like a weird place that just shit like that happens. Where
Yeah, exactly. It happens way too often for my liking.
Yeah.
that's all right. That's right. It's all right. The other day I was sitting in my bedroom and my Rottweiler was staring at me and he started telling me things. He started telling me that I should burn the house down, and I'm like, no, don't be silly. And then I went back to my computer.
Yeah, one night I was out stargazing, and Tim Curry just appeared on the moon. He kept whispering and chanting, "Kill them all, kill them all." And I was like, man, I'm fucking high. And I went back inside and cried myself to sleep. I hope you guys know what I'm referencing. I don't blame you if you don't.
I'll just pretend I do, and we'll continue.
Well, anyways, Aladdin is a movie that exists with Will Smith.
No one gives a shit about Aladdin.
Yeah.
Shut up. No one cares. No one gives a shit about these
but
fucking
did anyone
movies.
see
They're all the
Brightburn?
same.
Did anyone see Brightburn?
They're all the fucking same. Who
Yep.
gives a shit?
Consume. Don't ask questions.
I just don't have any motivation to talk about movies. Like, it's just the same shit. It's like, oh yeah, it's fun. Like, at best, it's like, oh yeah.
Oh
it's
yeah,
a
it was a
time.
fun movie. Will Smith was
I had
great.
fun watching it, but there's nothing deeper than that anymore. I'm having a depression when it comes to movies. I don't know what to do, guys.
It's become just like real life. It's boring. It's safe. It's predictable. You know what's gonna happen. You've already seen it before. And
That's why I like watching your like all your shit, like everything you guys make. It's so fucking out there, and there's just so much different stuff that happens.
Yeah.
Especially with the shit we do. Like, it's just so surreal. You don't like whenever I see an upload from either of you guys, I don't know what I'm getting into. I'm either getting into something like maybe it's something more like wholesome. Like Eric, you usually turn to that side with like some of your like reviews and stuff.
yeah.
Like
Or
you
some
in every
like-
single one of my videos that's wholesome.
No, I'm not. No, definitely not. But
They're
You know,
wholesome in their
sometimes
own way, duh.
there's variety, and then WeeLittleLaddie, you just got fucking balls to the wall shit happening. Just all these crazy
Yeah.
characters.
I feel like
And-
WeeLittleLaddie's this generation's David Lynch. His content is just so out there and amazing. I
Compliment you could ever
I
get.
cream every single time. he
I just want to
uploads.
suck your delicious horse cock. Please, Daddy, please let me. Please, Daddy.
Hey balls, give me the sock, please. Okay,
Uh,
back on more other topics. What'd you guys think of Brightburn? Did anyone see that?
I had a dream about it,
Oh, what was it about?
and about what I had a dream about what I thought the plot of Brightburn was.
Any good?
Yeah, it was alright.
Did you actually see the movie and compare it to
No,
it?
no, I just had a dream about what I thought the plot would be.
Damn.
And it was alright. You want me to tell you?
Sure. Why not?
So it starts with Brightburn. He's in a grocery store and he's buying a pack of chicken nuggets. And next to him is Harry Potter. And Harry Potter's like, no, those are the last set of chicken nuggets. And then freaking Brightburn looks at him and is like, fuck you. And then he like shoots something at him. Like he just shoots like what looks like this weird slingshot thing. Is like the hands. You know, you get them out of like the Gashapon machine or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you get them out of the Gashapon machine, you like flick them. You like flick one at Harry Potter, and freaking Harry Potter turned into like a squid monster. And next thing you know, like he's just on the ground, like he's a giant squid. And then Brightburn went to the clerk. He's like, "I'll buy these chicken nuggets, sir." And then he bought them and he left, and that's what happened. The end.
Cool. So yeah, WeeLittleLaddie left. Doug's autism levels were just too much to handle. It was off the charts.
I'm very sorry.
It's okay, Doug. In
I'm
lighter
sorry.
news, Cortez might be able to join us. He said he's probably just has to get home from the thrift store and then he'll be on to join us. Let's talk about our future projects, perhaps. Maybe that would be a good subject.
I don't want to talk about my shit because it might change.
Yeah. So I can
Yeah,
talk
but
a
we
little
can
bit. I can talk a little bit about the stuff I'm planning on doing this summer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'd love to hear it.
So obviously, Terran's EP5 is coming out, and let me just try to find the plot synopsis I gave you guys. It's probably buried in general somewhere.
I remember. I remember what it was. It was like.
Do you remember which chat it was in?
No, but I remember you bringing it up. It might be in planning actually.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Along with that, I am also. I was also planning to. Or actually, I am filming a wedding in like a week, so that's gonna be
Really,
something.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've had experience filming at various events.
Mm.
Mostly in high school. A lot of sports.
Mhm.
I did a lot of filming of sporting events. I don't think I was that good at it.
Mhm.
I would usually I'm very bad at tracking, especially with the tripod that I had. It was very tight, so the friction would often get in the way. So I would try to move it to keep following the ball or something, and it would just end up falling flat, or it'll just go too far or something, and then it'll miss the shot. So, yeah. I remember once in my junior year, I dislocated my knee, and I had this really comedically large leg cast on my leg, and I basically had to waddle my way everywhere.
That stinks.
And
man.
our filming spot was at the very top of the bleachers, on this roof. So I had to keep waddling my way up and down to film. It was so awkward too. Everyone's walking it's all normal, and then you just see my ass just walking like a toy soldier. There's nothing I can do about it.
That really sounds rough.
Dislocating my knee was funny though. I was getting dressed for work, and then I slipped on my counter. I was just putting my pants on, and it just happened. I'm just like, oh my god! I thought my leg was broken. Let's talk about something real. Let's talk about something real, okay?
Yeah.
Let's talk about news and politics. What news and politics have you been following, Eric?
Orange
You
Man
seem to be a man of
bad.
culture.
Orange
Man bad?
Yeah.
Anything else? What else is there, Eric?
Bumpy
let's
Jones
get some news.
apparently dated a pedophile and broke up with his girlfriend. I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's some cool news.
And
Let's talk
Pro
about
Jared
it.
cheated on his wife, and
Well, no one gives a shit about Pro Jared since 2012. Fuck him.
actually, yeah, Bumpy Jones. I don't know a lot about it actually. I've just heard word of mouth about it, really. So I'm not entirely sure if it's true. I've also heard
A lot of it's pretty legit, sadly, and
wow.
there's the Mr. Meatman video.
Yeah.
I think we shared it on here. It was very, very in depth and very brutal. I was shocked because I thought Mr. Meatman was cool with Bunky.
Yeah.
I thought they were buddies or some shit. Because I remember him being on the second channel. I think he was in the podcast making fun of the school shooter film.
Yeah.
And I couldn't I don't know. I can't deny that the evidence is very true, and
I just didn't see.
sad.
I didn't really see Mumkey in that sort of way, really.
I mean,
I knew something was up from his depression chamber. I knew he did something bad, but wow, I don't know. I'm blown away, really. I still can't believe he did
honestly,
that.
Honestly, it's it's pretty obvious that he's not a hero.
Yeah, obviously not. I'm not gonna.
He hung out with freaking Digibro when he was is he in the Lolicon or some shit?
Yeah.
He's into that stuff.
Yeah. That's weird.
I mean, he was friends with Asperger, and look what he fucking did.
Yeah.
He's pretty flexible with the type of people he will interact with. So
yeah,
I don't think seeing him as a white knight would be honestly a fair judgment of character.
Yeah, he's never really been one to want to be presented in that sort of light, anyways. Honestly, because I mean, after all, he does talk about school shootings and Elliot Rodger. He's not some hero.
And trust me, I'll give him one thing. I respect him. I don't agree with him, and I honestly feel like I've lost a lot of respect for him, but I feel like he earned a little bit back with how he responded to this.
Yeah.
He didn't ignore it. He didn't throw it under the bus. He remained surprisingly mature, and he basically he just admitted, yeah, he did it and he fucked up.
Yeah.
He took full responsibility for it, and considering all the comparing that to other incidents, other celebrities, and how they respond to this type of stuff, it's honestly impressive to see that he's able to just hone in what he did and just accept it.
Totally.
It takes a lot of balls to do that.
Yeah. What I also found very surprising, and I knew he did drugs and stuff, but apparently he does crack. He does cocaine and shit.
No, that's untrue.
Oh, okay.
That seems very. The most he probably did some pot and acid, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean that I probably expect, but crack is scary. I don't imagine anyone really doing that. I mean, people out there do, but not him.
No. I don't think
even Asterios does that kind of shit. And that'd probably be.
No, I don't think he would be as I don't think he would be as well spoken if he did crack.
Yeah.
Just trust me. I've seen people on crack, and it's honestly
it's scary, sad, and just I don't know.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
It's horrifying. It turns people into animals.
Yeah, it really does.
It literally turns people into animals. It's fucking horrifying.
Yeah, and
I've worked.
It's really sad too. Just
I've interacted with them in school. I've worked with them at jobs.
Wow.
And they won't let you help them.
Yeah.
If you try to, they'll just go on to ruin your life. They'll just drag you down.
Yeah.
It's just horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta commemorate the people who do help those people and who do stick with them throughout their entire stage of their addiction, their rehab, all that other stuff. Because I think that's easily the hardest drug to get rehab for, just because of how addictive it really is, honestly. And then obviously opioids are pretty bad. Oh, and Doug just had an orgasm.
Sorry, I was plugging in my computer charger and I didn't want to move.
It's all good.
I tried to do it from my chair.
Yeah. But yeah, I gotta.
That's totally what happened.
Yeah.
That's totally what happened.
I gotta reiterate though, the people who do help the crack addicts and stuff really do have to be commemorated for sticking through practically the worst sides of people and helping them through it. Because honestly, it's really hard to quit. I don't even need to smoke the stuff to know that. Honestly,
even if they quit, there's still the possibility that most of their friends are probably still on this shit, and they'll be forced to go back to them, and they'll get hooked again.
Yeah,
and the cycle just continues endlessly. That's usually how it goes.
And if even the drug kids, the heavy drunk kids in my school, think that shit's not okay, there's a problem. That's a very scary drug. Because
drugs are bad, kids.
Yeah, drugs are bad.
Don't do them unless Uncle Wilde tells you to.
Yeah.
When you get in my van, I'll throw some candy in. Don't worry, you won't feel a thing.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about?
I'm not laughing. You know.
What were you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing at you, Doug.
Don't make-
I'm just here doing my lines. Don't get in my safe space. Doug,
Wait.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
I thought that was you finally pulling that trigger.
No, not yet. No, remember my gun? No, my gun's jammed.
Oh. Well, that's why you don't eat peanut butter jelly in front while you're holding your weapons. It'll just get jammed.
Yeah. You gotta pay attention to the Doug Wilde lore, which is canonical to this podcast now.
Yeah.
Hey guys, you guys are canonical to the Doug Wilde lore. Congratulations.
Yeah, you are part of the Doug Wilde lore. You are
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lore that keeps changing every month because I make up new shit.
So I actually want to try something. I want to perhaps react to stupid quotes about life.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say from my channel. I'm like, oh, there's
No, I mean, there's plenty from mine too. So I guess this first one, from John Wayne, life is harder. Life is hard. It's even harder if you're stupid. So that's a Debbie Downer.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
I mean,
if you're dumber, you're not gonna have an easy time in the world.
Yeah.
People are gonna push you around and they're gonna use you.
Yeah.
They're gonna manipulate you into doing things like how Eric manipulated everyone into joining this podcast. So now he has a bigger fan base.
Yep.
You see, it's a cycle. It works.
Yeah.
It just works. It works. It just works, guys. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
A cop pulled me over and told me papers, so I said scissors, I win, and drove off. Does that even make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's
I think I found the perfect things we can react to.
Are you just looking up like your dad's Facebook page or something?
No,
like,
I'm about to look up my aunt's because I just found a whole bunch load of Minion quotes, and believe me, you would know those.
Oh, my boss at my one job freaking.
Here we go.
Unironically.
The best thing about me, I'm a limited edition. Hold on, let me just give the scene view for this real quick.
Is it a minion looking really weird at the camera? Like.
Oh yeah, totally. You'll see this in editing. The best thing about me, I'm a limited edition. There are no other copies. Bet you're thinking, thank the good Lord. That it doesn't make any sense.
Why have a minion there?
I don't know.
Why are there minions? Why are there minions here?
Because minions are God's children too, I guess.
I mean, there's a superhero that's a minion.
Yeah.
That's unrelated to this.
Okay.
Short film, I think.
Here's another one.
Some guy named WeeLittleLaddie.
Yeah. So here's another one. Sometimes I talk to myself, but only when I need expert advice, and it just shows a minion giving a thumbs up. Or whatever the fuck he's doing. He has only 3 fingers. He only has 3 fingers. I can't tell if he's got a huge boil on his hand or I don't know.
Can we talk about Eric? Let's talk about the real question here. How does one have sex with a minion?
How does one have sex with a minion?
Do they have genders? Do they have a PP or a wee or a V?
I mean, I always thought minions were just mutated birth control. So I mean, it would be impossible to have sex with them.
I thought they were genetically bred Jewish boys that Drew just found sexually attractive, and he would just keep them locked up. And he would just keep having sex with them, and they would spawn more, and to the point where he had just a giant, kind of like a character from Game of Thrones, like Craster.
Yeah.
He has sex with his wives. No, he has sex with his children to make more children, and then he has sex with those children to have even more children.
Damn, that's fucked up.
It's just some infinite loop, and I think that's what the minions are. They're just an infinite loop of inbreeding.
Honestly,
they have those weird defects, like the Cyclops one. And why they all speak like they're mentally disabled.
Yeah. But going back to the actual quote, sometimes I talk to myself, but only when I need expert advice. what if the voices in your head say, tell you to commit like a mass atrocity? Is that considered expert advice?
Yes, do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Fuck it. Who
Okay.
gives a shit?
Okay. So, here's another one. I am sweet, lovable, kind, shy, and innocent. Oh, for heaven's sake, stop laughing. And it just shows a minion pointing up at the previous stuff. And
This is very uninteresting. I don't understand why these minions.
I don't
tied.
understand. Like, minions should be like put in art house films. Like, Minion Man is an art house film. That's where minions should be.
Minions are the template of humanity. Like, they represent such a bleak simplicity that you can basically put them in any situation and they will make sense. They will have.
Yeah.
They can adapt. They can adapt to any media you throw.
Yeah.
That's why they're so marketable.
Yeah. All right. So here's some boomer humor inbound. Did you just fall? No, I attacked the floor. Ha ha ha! You're supposed to laugh. It helps. Oh my goodness.
Oh, sorry, I saw a fly.
I thought you were slamming your head down because it was so funny.
No, there's a fly.
Yeah, I mean that works
Hey,
too.
hey, buddy.
Oh, you're back. Hi. I didn't even notice you were
I'm back.
back. I thought that was just Doug making some autistic screech.
Yeah, I've been doing that since you left. That's been the entire conversation. I just
So
been
yeah,
squealing out.
we're reviewing minion quotes. So
It's a long story.
yeah.
The high intellectual quotes.
So we just reviewed some boomer humor. Did you just fall? No, I attacked the floor. Do you get it? Get it, WeeLittleLaddie? You get the
I
joke?
think you had to explain it to me.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
break it down. Analyze it, Eric.
So
This is
clearly, just fall is clearly an oxymoron for the concrete floor, and attack the floor symbolizes the person embodying the spirit of his ancestors attacking a medieval village, and he's invading, but they don't call it invasion.
You're implying that this whole thing is an allegory for the Crusades.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm
Wow.
doing.
That's-
I am
that's-
also
that's
considering it. I'm also considering it liable evidence that the Earth is flat, and that boomer humor is always.
No, actually, the Earth is actually in the shape of.
A
I'm
dinosaur.
trying to think here.
It's a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
No, it's in the shape of what? Oh my god.
But wait a minute. What's the shape of
Yeah.
Venus? If the Earth is flat, what is the shape of Venus? I gotta know. Or Uranus.
Triceratops, gotta be.
What about
No,
Uranus?
the Earth is in the shape of the character Yakiewicz from the hit movie Star Wars.
Yeah. But what about Uranus? What about Uranus? I think WeeLittleLaddie just left. That's great. Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ, I thought WeeLittleLaddie just was like out of there
Did I
because.
scare you off, WeeLittleLaddie? I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. I thought that was you beating your secret wife who you imprisoned in your basement. Like she came
No,
up.
but my
How much
dog.
did I miss here or what?
Which is not funny, guys. Don't make fun of that kind of stuff. That's not cool, you know? Okay, here's another one. If a bra is an over-the-shoulder boulder holder, then what would you call the men's underwear? Under the butternut hut? What? Why is there a minion picture there? And why is he giving that smug little smile?
They always give that smug little smile because, like I said, it's very adaptable. You can use it like in any media, and it will somewhat make sense.
Yeah.
Some kind of.
It will make a joke. It'll make a joke thousands of times better. Like George Carlin should have just brought a giant man in a minion costume on stage because his jokes, it's not funny. They're not genius. They're not cool. They're not funny. You know, a minion just makes
Like
everything.
Amy Schumer, who's the top comedian of the century.
Yeah. I mean, like, she doesn't need minions on stage. George Carlin, Robin Williams, they need minions on stage. Their jokes are just awful. Okay, so here's another one. Admit it. You've done one of these things. Okay, guys, try not to get out of your seats and applaud this wonderful bit of a everyday sort of thing. Walked into a room, forgot what you needed, walked out, and then remembered. Tell me that's not happened before. I mean, come on, guys. Like, I mean,
What?
even a little.
It's
Okay, so
so relatable.
you've walked into a room.
Very lost.
You've walked into a room, Doug, forgot what you needed, walked out, and then remembered. And then remembered.
Yeah, everyone does that.
Yeah.
That happens to like everyone at some point.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
Yeah, honestly.
That's just mildly inconvenient.
Yeah. And then, okay, so here's the second one. When you were younger, drew the sun in the corner of the paper.
Everyone does that.
I mean, I just drew it on the horizon line, so I must have been autistic or something. So here's another one. When you were little, thought the shape of a real heart was actually...
Is this just like oh, 90s kids remember that shit. Oh, remember this when you were a kid?
Yep, yeah.
Are you literally on Facebook?
No, I'm actually just on Google Images.
Like, oh my god. Like,
But honestly, I
keep
could find...
seeing these fucking idiots on Facebook, and they post like, only 90s kids will remember this, and like someone will fucking share it and go like, there'll be a picture of Courage the Cowardly Dog, and they're like, it's Courage, I know that.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, it's literally like the satire of like, hey, I remember that thing.
It's so stupid. Like, the things they post are just so stupid and so mundane that they're almost parodies of themselves. That's what I kind of like about this stuff.
Well, no, it scares me because like half of the people that do it on like my Facebook are genuine people I talk to like outside of like social media.
Yeah, I do too.
You need to cut ties with them, Doug. You need to cut ties.
Yeah,
no, you need to.
No, because they watch my channel. I can't. That's a subscriber loss.
Yeah.
No.
Honestly.
But take the hit to your channel, Doug.
Yeah, it's worth it to get those kind of people out of their lives. You need to just pat them on the back, tell them it's okay. Go get the help you need, and then just sort of walk out of their life, you know?
Yesterday I was working at a diner, and this freaking girl up in like the ice cream area was looking through a tray, and she found like a dirty one. She's like, "Oh look, this is still dirty," and like for some reason I just looked at her for like 5 seconds, and then I just smacked the tray right out of her hands and slammed it against the wall.
Yeah.
And she looked at me like, "What the fuck?" And then I just walked away.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the fourth one. Close the fridge door really slow just to see when the lights turned off.
Bro, that is totally me.
Oh, yeah, it's like...
That's so me. That's...
Yeah, so me.
Yeah.
Guys, aren't I so unique? Look at this thing that I can totally relate to. I'm so
look at this thing. I posted a thing with minions and I'm so relevant.
Hey, stop making fun of me. That's how I wrote the script of Minions. No,
okay.
Actually, I just bought the helmet at Walmart.
I mean,
as a joke.
It wouldn't be.
A bunch of other shit.
It wouldn't be a Minion Facebook post without a big finish. So there's one last big piece of advice, and it's try to balance the light between the on and off. Has that never happened to you guys? Come on.
No, it happens all the time, man.
Totally, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's your home address?
Oh yeah, hold on, let me get her up real quick.
Yo, your dog looks like he had a couple dabs of acid. Is he okay?
No, he's not. I fed him some pills, and now he's just kind of staring at me. I don't know what to do. What should I do, guys?
You do what the professionals do.
I think, guys, I think he can hear us. Listen. Okay, you guys listening?
I'm listening.
Okay, so I've been thinking about this for a while. I've had this pitch in mind.
Uh-huh.
It's honestly, in my opinion, I think it's $1 billion pitch.
Okay.
You guys
okay.
love it. It's not for anything you'd expect. It's for a video game. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
This is my $1 billion pitch for a video game.
Send it.
You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I can't.
Gay rat wedding.
A rat wedding?
Gay rat wedding.
Oh.
Yes.
I love it. But
some new gameplay mechanic, Doug.
Where do I donate to your PayPal? I gotta get that.
It's simple. You play as a rat, and you attend a gay rat wedding. There's like multiple branching story arcs.
I mean,
Like, it's
honestly,
like the
if there can be a Waluigi dating simulator, there can be a game about a gay rat.
Here's the thing: it's you're playing through the multiple perspectives. It's like a David Cage game.
Yeah.
You have to like make specific choices as like different characters from like different sides of this conflict. So at one point you could be playing as like the groom or whatever, or the husband, and then the next second you're playing as a human trying to kill the rats and get them out of the house. And then
You play Stuart Little?
Yeah, he plays Stuart Little, and he'll be having a gay rat wedding with who from Ratatouille. It'll be him and Ratatouille, and they're having a wedding.
Yeah.
And your goal is to get them married and make sure they survive. And there's like a human guy. I don't know. You can be the freaking guy from Over the Hedge, the exterminator. Yeah, it's that guy. And he'll try to get rid of you. And you play as multiple, like, both sides of the conflict, and you gotta try to, like, you can choose whether to help the exterminator and kill the rats, or you can save the rats and like get them married and they'll live happily ever after. But they're gonna destroy the house from these fucking rats.
Okay.
And it'll be a great game. It'll win Game of the Year. Trust me.
I
have this all planned out.
I don't want to play a game about rats unless Minion Man is in it, because minions just make everything better, you know.
Okay, we can get some DLC. Maybe he can be like a subplot where he's trying to investigate like the rat wedding. Maybe gay rat weddings are illegal. Maybe this takes place in Alabama.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much we can do. It's so open ended. We can make anything we want with it.
Yeah.
Honestly, the realm of opportunity is extremely high here, and honestly, I think this would be a good investment.
Yeah, totally.
I'm gonna start a Kickstarter, and we're gonna the starting pledge is gonna be $20,000.
You're gonna make that. You're gonna make that like in first day. Like the thing. Let me tell you the what do you call it? Are you doing Indiegogo or what's it called? I forget the other donating one.
No,
Patreon. Actually, I think Patreon's just for paying.
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up a stand outside of my house.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna sit there and wait.
Dude,
wait. I'm gonna
like,
post it on.
It's gonna look like.
I'm gonna post my address on 4chan, and I'm gonna basically sit outside and wait for people to come with money.
Dude, honestly, it's gonna be like the line's gonna stretch all the way down to Philadelphia, depending on where you live.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
How far is Philadelphia from your place, would you say? How far of a drive is it?
Like 5 hours maybe.
It's totally gonna be that long. It's gonna stretch all the way down there, honestly. Yeah. It's gonna be a bigger line than Endgame, and it's just gonna be you running the stand.
I don't have a title. I think I'm just calling it Gay Rat Wedding Simulator.
No, just Gay Rat. Just call it GRS. GRS. And then if people ask for an abbreviate, like, what does that mean? Just say it means it's the greatest game of all time. Greatest rat simulator.
All right, Eric,
yes.
buddy. We've talked about gay rats enough for now. This podcast, we've talked about nothing but gay rats. I want to talk to you about a serious topic.
Okay.
All right, you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, so I want your input on something. I want your opinion. You seem to be a very strong connoisseur of film.
Yes, I am.
And I think you were the perfect candidate to decide this factor and give me your insight. So
go ahead. I did like a 3-hour documentary on B-movie. I don't know. I could fucking make movies like Stanley Kubrick. Make them.
Yeah, exactly. So, what do you think the most important part of a porno is?
One thing I definitely can say it isn't is it's not about the plot. It's about, I don't know.
No. I have to disagree with you, Eric.
You
and
do?
I thought you would agree with me on this theory. I think the most important part of any porno is the story. Now, bear with me. Bear with me here. Nope, bear with me here. Okay, so we're gonna dial it back. We're
Okay.
gonna.
Okay.
All right. So, as you might know from any film, any good drama needs some kind of tension, some kind of hook to get you in.
Yeah.
And a lot of good dramas do this. I mean, you got Breaking Bad. You know, Walter White. He's a normal. Everyone thinks he's a normal guy, but in reality, he's a fucking kingpin.
Yeah.
You know, there's tension, there's drama there. That keeps you hooked. That keeps you wanna keep watching because you don't know where because you want to see what happens. You want to know if like the family finds out. You want to know if maybe his partner's gonna fuck up or something. Maybe his stepbrother in the DEA will find out.
Yep.
And that keeps you hooked throughout like the first few seasons.
Totally.
Now let's take that same philosophy, put it in a porno. Have you ever considered why the two highest the top search results for any porn website usually either are incest or cuckolding?
Yeah.
Because those two hold the biggest realm of drama.
Yeah.
You can create
They create the
interesting
most tension.
drama with that.
They create the most tension.
Basically, like you got the whole thing. Like the brother and sister are fucking, and like, what if the parents find out? You know, what will they think? Cuckolding. You know. What will the freaking
Cortez, what's up?
Find out about it?
Sorry to interrupt.
No, let me finish. Shut up. Let me finish.
Okay. I'm sorry.
How did I just walk into?
We're talking about the most essential.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish, and I'll ask Cortez.
Try to guess, Cortez.
You got freaking cuckolding. You know, will the husband find out? Well, what will he think of it? Well, he might like it. He might watch. You don't know, and that keeps you hooked.
That's right.
That keeps you interested.
That's right.
That makes it somewhat intriguing. If it's just like an hour of like just two people fucking, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Anyone can do that.
Totally.
You need that dramatic hook to keep you in.
Yeah.
It's the only way. That's the only way I can jack off now. I need some kind of dramatic hook. I don't even watch the sex anymore. I skip it.
Yeah.
I just watch the plot.
Yeah.
I only watch porn for the plot. Okay.
If there's a good plot, you turn it on. And you write a review on Letterboxd. You write a review on Letterboxd, an angry review. Or you just make like a video that you made on me, like the short 1 minute rant video.
Yeah. No. Here, let me ask Cortez this question. Okay. I think you can put together what I was asking Eric, but I'll ask him anyway. In your opinion, what do you think the most essential part of a porno is?
I would have to say there are two things. Definitely the plot. Definitely.
Eric, no, this is Cortez. This is for Cortez to answer.
Oh, my apologies. Well, I just gave you the answer, so
you already gave me the answer.
Interrupt. Let's see. I don't know how to answer that question.
I think you might have gathered my input. I think you might have gathered my.
I guess you could say it's all about that plot. You know what I'm saying?
And it's
Actually, no, it's about the big titties and ass.
Wait, Doug, you forgot another very essential thing about the filmmaking process of plot. It's all about that final shot you get during that climax. It's just, it all comes full circle together. There's a beautiful unity. There's a beautiful unity between the women's orgasm, the guy going.
You gotta stick with the 3-act structure. You know, you got the rising, then you got the climax, you got the falling.
Here's the thing, though. Most pornos don't even have a fucking third act. It just ends after the freaking climax. No one, like, that's horrible storytelling.
Yeah,
I can't watch it. I can't stand it.
How do you leave on that?
You know what? That's a good question. You know, that's a question that needs to be answered. I think we need to demand more from our porno.
Yes.
Yeah, like what I was saying with incest and cuckolding. Like, it just ends right when they're done fucking. What's the aftermath?
I just wonder,
what's up with the directing for people who do that? Like, how are you in the industry if you end your pornos like that? Like, honestly. If you end pornos like,
and that's why I can't. Honestly, that fucking disgusts me, and that's why I can't watch porn anymore.
Why do the directors make the porn actors siblings in the porno when there's no point to it? I mean, like, why? Like, that's a taboo subject there. I mean, you could really end on you could really have a good third act there, but no, that makes no sense.
It's bullshit. Honestly, I'm fucking mad about it. It pisses me off. You know what? I got this dog here. I'm gonna fucking throw him out the window. Hold on.
Eric, why are you muted? That's a fascinating topic.
Anyway, Cortez, how's your day going?
Oh, it's going pretty well. I just got finished costume shopping. I got 3 striped button-ups.
Wow, that's nice. What'd you buy?
And a snow globe.
Oh, what kind of snow globe?
It's like a small little snowman in it. It's got a little snow. It's really shitty, but it's like $1. So
I got this really shitty Hershey Park snow globe, and I don't remember how I got it.
I just love that.
I've had it for years, and I don't remember when I got it. I've been to Hershey Park like several times, but I don't remember buying it.
Yeah, same here. There's a lot of shit that I find in my room. I'm just like, why do I have?
You know, fun story about Hershey Park. I went there once during my 8th grade field trip, and basically, I was too much of a fucking retard and pussy to go on any rides, and my group, like, we had to stay in groups of like 3 to 4, and my group was going on the ride Fahrenheit. Now I don't know if you guys know what Fahrenheit is, but it's like a straight. It's a straight 90-degree angle up and down, and you're slowly dragged up. So it's a very slow ride at first. Like it uses its tension pretty well. I will admit that.
All right.
But I was too much of a pussy to do it, and one of the guys is like, "Hey, can you hold my ice cream?" I literally sat there in front of the ride for 2 hours with nothing to do, holding this guy's ice cream, which, by the way, it melted, so it doesn't fucking matter. And
you
like,
still just stood there afterward?
I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't go on any rides. I was too much of a bitch.
Goddamn.
I did make up for it in my senior outing. We went through. I don't know if you guys ever went to Six Flags Great Adventure.
For me, we went to Disneyland for my senior thing.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool.
I've
never been there.
We didn't even go on any rides. We just bought lightsabers. We're just fucking around all over the park.
Yeah, that's what most people do. But we went to Six Flags, which I fucking love that place. It's a great park, great people.
Okay.
It's a long drive, but it's fun.
Nice.
But it's my senior outing. We're going there, and my fucking friend blackmails me into going on what's called King Ka. Have you ever heard of this? It's like this. It's like Fahrenheit. However, there's one slight difference. Instead of being slowly dragged up the 90-degree angle, it launches you at 120 miles per hour.
Oh shit.
Like, you go from 0 to 120 in like 2 seconds. It's intense, trust me.
Damn, that is intense.
So we get there, and like I'm having a freaking anxiety attack. Like, I'm freaking out because I don't want to go on it. I've never been on a roller coaster before. I'm a pussy when it comes to this shit. And let me tell you, fucking, like, the weirdest shit happened. I'm freaking, like, I'm panicking. I did not have to go on it. I used to joke around, like, say, oh, they made me go on, but no, I could have left at any point because we didn't have to be in groups. We could just walk around and do whatever we want. For some reason, I still go on because this freaking girl I liked was going on the ride too, and I'm like, shit, I gotta impress her, I guess. Even though she didn't know who the hell I was. I was basically a stranger, but I'm like, my like inner alpha male kicked in, so I'm like, okay, I'm doing this now. I'm doing this now. This is my choice. This is my destiny. I'm the master. I'm the master of my own choice. So I hop, I get in the ride. Her and like my friends are behind me in the still in line, and my 2 friends. They look at me, and I'm like panicking even more now. I'm like, oh shit, we're here now. This is the end game. Like I think I'm like the guy in the Green Mile. I'm just like, I think I'm gonna die. Like I'm in the electric chair or something. And they look at me, and they just start taunting me. They're like, bye, I'll see you later. And for some reason, I just fucking snapped at them, and I just start screaming like, oh, fuck you, I hate, like, just the normal shit, just normal rage.
Yeah, it's just normal stuff. No, it's pretty normal.
However, apparently I was so loud you could hear me over the fucking line, and let me tell you, those roller coaster lines, they get long, they get loud, and they're very big. So the fact that my voice freaking destroyed the crowd told you how angry I was. And then we get on the ride, and it was fun. It was a good time. That's my story. I've been telling a lot of stories this podcast.
That's great.
I've just been telling a bunch of cool stories about my life. I was telling Eric and WeeLittleLaddie earlier about how I got raided by the FBI.
Oh, I just missed them. Fuck.
You got anything interesting to talk about, Cortez?
Let's see. Well, I just watched the Godzilla movie.
How was it?
It was pretty good.
I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard it's a bit of a popcorn film almost.
Oh, it is definitely a popcorn film. Like, if you come in there wanting good characters and a good story...
Okay, so I'm back.
Then you come to the wrong place.
I had to go do some stuff real quick.
You missed my epic... We're gonna call this episode Doug's Tales, okay? Because I'm just telling that story after story. I think we should reiterate...
I was rolling the whole time. So I didn't miss a beat.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I want to retell my FBI story then to Cortez. I think it's very interesting. You can mute out of it and leave if you want, Eric.
No, I want to hear it too, technically.
This wasn't on the podcast.
But in conclusion, I think Doug has actually starred in a couple of porns. I mean, Durango's is just.
Yeah, we're way past that now. We're talking about other shit.
Oh. Well, I still think Durango's is Norwegian for monster.
Yeah, we're talking about movies now.
We're talking about Godzilla. You know the thing that
we're not talking about porn anymore. I don't even know.
Yeah, you know that.
I still don't know what I walked into.
Yeah, Eric, remember that thing our channel with this podcast was supposed to be about?
Yeah. What the hell were we on talking about porn?
It's like technically porn is an art form.
This is the best podcast ever.
As much as people don't want to admit it, porn is art.
This is the best podcast ever. We can go from talking about our daily routines to porn to film in the span of about an hour, and it's lovely. I love every minute of it.
It's great.
But yeah, Doug, tell your FBI story.
No, I want to hear his thoughts on Godzilla.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Godzilla.
Finish.
Like I said, if you come in for story or writing or good characters, you come to the wrong place. Godzilla does not have any of that.
Yeah.
But you know what it does have?
Cool
fucking
fight scene.
fucking kaijus fighting each other. That's
all I want.
That's all you need. That's all you need. Like, honestly, the movie would have been better if they just cut out the human characters. Like, honestly, fuck them.
Yeah.
Like, they're like the worst parts of the film. Like, it's so bad. So there's some scenes that are genuinely bad with them.
Isn't Charles Dance in that movie?
No. Like, I even got this sweet ass bucket from the theater.
Whoa,
nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The only thing
I'll take a picture of it later.
The only thing my movie theater gives me is a bunch of bullets. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know, some guy comes in with like this weird, like, it's like a t-shirt cannon but for bullets. And he'll just shoot them at the crowd and we're tasked to catch them. I catch them every time. I'm very good at it.
Yeah, something like that happened with The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah,
I was there.
It was so popular the police got involved.
Oh yeah, they wanted the bullets.
Yeah,
right?
apparently they went like a little too far with the prank.
No, I know why, because there was like a budget cut that year, and they needed to collect more bullets.
Yeah.
So, they hear about, hey, someone's giving out free bullets at the movie theater. They get there, and now they have all the 3 bullets. But the guy was like, no, sir, I can't give these out for free. So the cops freaking arrested him, and now he's in jail. What the fuck?
Damn. He was just trying to give out what he thought was a great gift.
Yeah, it was a great gift.
The police, man, they don't know what they're fucking doing, man. Like, how dare they? Like it was a charity event, and they still got in the way.
The government is it's something else.
Yeah, the government's corrupt.
Yeah.
Fucking lizard people.
Anyway, Cortez, buddy.
Yeah.
Let me take you back several years ago to an epic tale that is arguably more exciting than any of our videos.
Yeah.
It is 2011. I am 11 years old. I'm a wee little boy. I'm a tiny little fucking retard.
You're a wee little lad?
No, I'm a tiny autistic goblin man.
So what you say you're a wee little laddie?
Yeah, wee little laddie. So, you could say that you was a wee little laddie.
Oh my god. Long story short, I live next door to for most of my childhood, I lived next door to my uncle, and he would often let just random people crash at his house since his sons lived there for a while.
Yep.
And they would just invite friends over, and he just stopped caring, I think. And at this bar, he met this very strange, this out of town guy, some stranger, who was homeless. And my uncle was kind enough to let him in let them live at his house.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what none of us knew was that this guy was actually a pedophile.
Ah.
Now things are getting interesting.
Yeah, now things are getting interested.
The plot thickens. See, why can't pornos have plots
to give you an idea of the geography here, my uncle literally lives only a few yards away from my house.
Yeah.
Our Wi-Fi signal at that time was strong enough to reach his house. Like, you could get it from inside inside the house.
Damn.
Like, you could be in my uncle's house and still get our signal, and it would still be strong. So what this guy did, he would get on our Wi-Fi, look up child porn, download it, and just let it be, just on our IP address. So the FBI, being the FBI, puts an arrest warrant on my parents because the IP is their IP. It's not secured whatsoever, and it is very strong. So yeah, he used it, and the FBI basically, they gave us a little visit.
We'll knock on the door, say, hey,
yeah, a little knock on the door.
Hey, you forgot to go incognito.
Yeah, just wanting us. No, what happened was this guy, he vanishes one day. No biggie. Everyone thought, well, he's probably at fucking Walmart or something. I don't know. Maybe he's buying a new pair of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not judge. And it's later at night, and I'm sitting in the living room watching Family Guy. My dad's in the kitchen rolling cigarettes. When I see several lights outside, I look out the window and I see a large number of police cars. Not just police cars, SWAT cars, SWAT vans.
Oh shit.
Yes. Me being the little dumbass retard, I walk up to my father and I go, Daddy, there are cops here. And now, for a little side plot, my dad was not the morally strong man that I wish he was. In fact, he had a pot farm in the backyard.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Yeah, and he didn't cover it with anything, so you could clearly tell when you walk by. So when he hears the cops are here, the first thing he thinks about is that farm, and he starts freaking out. And I didn't know about this at the time. I didn't know about the pot farm when I was growing up. So I thought he was just being overreacting. I thought the police were just gonna knock on the door, something was gonna be settled, and they would leave.
Uh-huh.
So I tell him, Father, I'm going in my room. I go to my room, close the door, and I sit down, and I just wait. Because I wasn't a very social kid. I just kind of let things happen. I let my parents take care of it. Just kind of waited out whenever we had company, because I didn't like interacting with people. So I wait. 2 minutes later, after the sirens started going off, I hear several loud studs. Now, have you ever seen that Raka video where the FBI raid like a guy's house, and they literally come out of every corner? Like, they come out of the roof, they come out of the windows, they like break a vase.
It's like that first scene in Brazil where they basically come in and take the guy. I don't know if you've seen the movie Brazil, but something like that. Just basically your standard FBI.
It was literally like that. They literally like stormed him in every fucking cavity of the house.
That's lovely.
Next thing you know, me and my sister are being dragged out into the living room by Child Protective Services as several SWAT men with guns are pointing at my dad, pointing their fucking rifles at my dad. And I'm surprised I didn't like freak out or anything. Honestly, I'm genuinely surprised I didn't. But they sat down. I turned on. They had guns on us. I don't know why. And some fucking reason my dumbass went to go watch Family Guy while they're fucking threatening to kill everyone. Showed you how much I cared, I guess.
Yeah.
And we eventually.
It's like you knew that life is meaningless already. That's a shit.
Yeah, I just know I just didn't give a shit about any of them. They died. Like, maybe if my mom died, I would care, but like, I just didn't care about the rest of them. If they died, I would just be like, whatever. And
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, anyway, they found out.
I guess.
Anyway, they suspect that it was the guy that ran, and it most likely is, since he hasn't been seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's popped up from time to time, but he kind of just he pops up and then disappears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just for a little closure, they did destroy the pot farm and they find my dad. So, the end. That's how I got swatted.
All right, so my police experience is a little more tame. Basically, me being
a little more tame.
By being 5 years old, I decided,
Oh my
hey, I'm gonna play some hide and go seek. So basically, I ran into my house and I hid under the table, and I was there for like maybe half an hour. And then I started wondering, why isn't the rest of the family playing? So I went outside, and my family was outside with a cop, thinking I ran away. So I was, told.
I've actually had another encounter with the police. I've had another one that's a little more dramatic.
So
that involves being chased. I think I've told some of you about it.
No, you haven't told me. I gotta hear this.
Okay, so this is high school now. We're in high school. This is almost like the sequel.
Yeah.
This is almost like a sequel. So it's my junior year. First semester's over. Finals are done. We're all walking home. I'm going to my friend's house. We're gonna play some Dragon Ball Z. I got like a Dragon Ball Z game, and I want to play it. And for some fucking reason, this large crowd starts to form around us, and we're like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Oh, this fight's gonna happen over in the graveyard." So we went with them. No reason. No, we didn't have a reason. We felt like it.
All right.
So we get there, and this fight was horrible. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there was like some scrawny crackhead, and like they were both fucking degenerates. And like,
not sugarcoating it, really.
The one guy's girlfriend hit harder than either of them.
Damn.
And the whole time, like, everyone, like, I'm very uncomfortable in situations like it, which is why I don't understand why I went with. I should have just kept going. And I freaking, like, everyone starts pulling out their phones and filming the fights, so I kind of, like, hide in the corner so no one sees me, and so my parents don't find the video and yell at me. Like, oh, why are you going to fights? Like, I don't know, Mom. Please don't hit me.
It's gonna happen, you know, wrong place, wrong time. Yeah, that's all.
I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, you know.
Basically,
at the fucking fucking graveyard.
Yeah, it was a graveyard too, which was very disrespectful. Like, it's literally like a giant bike level. Like, it was like we made like a little makeshift arena and shit. It was wild, and this fight happens for 30 seconds. Like, the kid gets decked and like beaten up, and then the girlfriend punches him, and then he storms off. He literally like bolts out of the graveyard. We're all, like, everyone's laughing at him, and I'm like, all right, let's get out of here. And then next thing you know, I see just a bunch of kids running past me, and a bunch of like yelling. And I look behind me, I just see fucking squad cars pull in like each side of the fucking graveyard.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Not like normal cop cars, like the ones with like they had dogs and shit. Like, they were ready.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Like, they were ready to attack, dude.
Wow.
Like, I'm like, oh. Like, immediately, like, my heart just drops, and I'm just like, oh shit. Like, I need to get out of here. I grab my stuff. Now, my binder broke earlier that day, so I couldn't like grab it normally. I had to like hold it like a football.
Mm-hmm.
So this crowd is running down into the woods. They're all kind of, it's like World War Z when they're climbing up the wall.
Yep. That sounds
like that.
Funny, actually.
It's fucking intense. It was hilarious. And I'm looking out there, I'm like, man, I'm too fat. I'm not going to be able to make it in that crowd. I'll probably get stomped on. So you know what I do?
What do you do?
I run the same direction the kid who lost did, and I bolt out of the main entrance. Now, let me tell you. That's not a good idea, because I could have easily gotten caught, because they stormed that. That was the first place they stopped, like, pulled in.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
However, I got lucky because they caught that same kid who lost, and they were trying to get him taken care of, so I just ran past them and made it to an alleyway.
Nice.
So,
nice.
in a way, that kid saved my ass.
Yeah. Did you ever thank him for it, or did you ever see him again?
No, I didn't give a shit. He later tried to shoot up the school. So
Whoa, damn.
Whoa, I would like to hear.
Dude, your
So there's a
life
part
is
2 to this story?
crazy. Your life is so nuts.
guys, I need to let my dog out.
This is the story I never knew. This is absolutely crazy. I never knew.
I want a part 2.
Oh my god. I didn't even know there was a part 2. Doug's life is just nuts, man.
So, so yeah, the everyone gets in trouble except for me and a bunch of friends. I tried calling like the guys I went with. They all went with the crowd, so we were all split up. And I accidentally sent them like 50 voicemails of me just breathing heavily from like running, and I vomited in the fucking alleyway. I get to my friend's house. I'm the only one there. Oh no! Before that, I'm walking down an alleyway, right?
Yeah.
I'm fucking like, I'm just trying to keep my cool, calm down. I actually saw a guy who was at the fight trying to like hide too, so we just kind of nodded at each other and we kept walking past. It was really cool. It was like something from a movie. And I get to this alley, and a fucking cop car pulls in. The same one from the graveyard pulls in behind me and keeps driving at me.
Oh no.
Now, deep down, I'm fucking terrified. Like, I think this guy's gonna get me. Like, he got me. Oh no. Because I'm like, I was literally the only one to break from the crowd and like make it out of the main entrance. So maybe someone, like, I was thinking like, oh, maybe they saw me like bolting out because I'm like this big fat guy with a black hoodie. Like, you can't miss me in a crowd. Especially when I break from that crowd and you can just see me. So I'm trying to, I hold a poker face. And I'm just kind of like acting like nothing happened. Turns out I was actually walking in front of I was walking behind the police station, and they pulled into there and just went inside.
Oh. Crisis averted. That must have been a relief.
That's like a scene from a movie. That's like a movie.
You gotta recreate that.
Yeah.
That would be great.
I get home, I'm fucking panicking, like I'm just so like stressed out.
Yep.
And my friends finally get there, and I'm like angry. Like we get into a fight, and literally the guy tries to punch me in the chest and breaks his wrist.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait.
Like your friend your quote unquote friend tried to punch you in the chest.
Yeah, because we got like really heated. Like, we went to this fight and we were trying to blame each other. We're teenagers, remember?
Yeah.
We're teenagers, so we're not in the best mindset. Anyway, he's like this really scrawny kid. He tried punching me in the chest and he like hurt his wrist. Well, we played video games after that, so we don't care.
True friendship right there.
Yeah, I tell a lot of these stories, and like something stupid happens, and then life goes on.
Yeah.
Just accept it. So, okay, the school shooter.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Okay. So, it's the senior year now. Alright, so this is the third part. This is the trilogy. This is the trilogy of Doug Wilde's crazy childhood and shit. So, we're in senior year now. This last semester. I'm taking a college class. We had like this dual enrollment program. It was really cool.
Yep.
And it was like and I was just chilling there when we get we get like what appeared to be like a bomb threat drill or something, like a shooter drill.
Oh yeah.
We did them a lot. At first we thought it was a drill, and then it just keeps going. Like usually the drills only take like 15 minutes, but like it kept going on for like 1 hour, then 2 hours. Like we're in the building past like the time we're supposed to leave. And we're like, what's going on? We later found out that guy from the fight who lost, he came in with a bunch of bullets and a fucking hit list of everyone he wanted to kill.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they got him though. They got him before you could do it.
That's great.
Oh damn.
That's at least a relief that they got him.
Is that supposed to mean something to me?
No,
Yeah,
he was a fucking idiot and he announced it on Snapchat like a retard.
Yeah.
There's also the time when our school had a bomb threat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was like an automated bomb threat that went around.
No.
Oh,
like,
it was a real bomb threat.
No, but it might have been. It was like some stupid fucking redneck kid. He thought it was funny.
Well, ours was like an automated up in New England, or I don't know if it happened to you guys at all, but basically a couple years back there were these automated voice calls basically terrorizing this all the high schools in our area, and ours was one of them.
Yeah.
So we were out of school for like 2 hours, like, well, some bomb squads were calling it. And they eventually caught the guy. He was actually, like, nothing short of a genius. Like obviously he was stupid for doing that kind of stuff, but he had like a very high IQ, and he was basically like a genius at what he did. And I never like had any sort of bad encounters outside of that, but I do.
Oh, that reminds me of when we did like this show. We did like this game show assembly thing. I was like a host in it. Yeah, so we can go back to that. My epic school assembly story about how I had to like handle babysit a retarded kid. Anyway, one of the prizes was like these DVDs we gave out. It was like a bunch of just knockoff movies because that was like the losing gift. That's what the losers got. You like if you're a loser, you get like a knockoff movie, and if you won, you got like a legit film, like Star Wars or something. And what happened was one of the kids who had it, like won one of the loser prizes. He threw it in a bucket in the lunchroom, and like all the lunch ladies got scared of it, and they had to bring the vice principal up, and he was inspecting it like it was a bomb. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? We just had this assembly. Why are you so paranoid? We literally just showed it off. Were you not paying? He was probably a slave. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Because that entire assembly was a shit show.
My friend nearly got expelled for saying the word crankshaft.
Wait, what? Really?
My friend, yeah, I'm dead serious. My friend almost got expelled for saying crankshaft. They thought it was some racist slur.
Crankshaft.
Crankshaft.
I was given a suspension because
fucking schools are retarded, man.
Yeah.
I got a suspension once in 5th grade after I gave a kid a pencil and he accused me of stabbing him.
What?
I gave him a pencil and it bumped his shoulder, and then he told the principal I stabbed him, and then I got a suspension. They thought I was, I was a retarded kid, so they didn't believe me.
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy. You have a crazy life, man.
I want to write it. I want to write it into a book.
Yeah, you should like write a biography.
The life of Doug Wilde.
A life worth screeching, a Doug Wilde story. That's what I'm calling it. I have like
that's like the perfect title.
Just title it "Diary of a Handsome Chad."
There you go.
Diary of a Supreme Gentleman.
That already exists.
Wait, it doesn't exist. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yo, I remember being upset when those went away.
Yeah.
I was so upset. I love those videos. That's how I got introduced to him.
Yeah. I got introduced to him through his I forget what it was. Oh, you know, that might have been it, actually. His
I first saw him it was through the Wimpy Kid videos, and then it was through iDubbbz with his unboxing.
Yeah.
And then I think I got recommended one of his Elliot Rodger videos. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
No, I got introduced through his fucking anime reviews.
Yeah. Of course.
Like, they just popped up. And I was like, the hell are these? And I was like, oh, these are pretty funny.
Dude.
Oh, yeah, I remember I remember seeing the Dark Knight Rises video. That was probably the first actual full monkey video I sat through besides Dark Knight Wimpy Kid.
Yeah.
The one where it tried to, like, compare it to, like, it tried to make, like, a conspiracy involving Elliot Rodger. Because, like, that's all he did. Was, like, compare everything to Elliot Rodger. It was all a conspiracy with Obama or whatever. Yeah. Good times.
Good times.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So enough about me. Let's talk about you clowns.
Okay.
You guys.
I mean,
tell me an exciting story about your lives.
Oh shit.
Where you got, I don't know, where fucking police raided your house or your school got shot up.
No, at most, in terms of getting, in terms of police involved, I just usually get kicked off of properties because I'm not allowed to film there. That's like the most.
Yeah.
The worst one that almost happened was I was shooting for a Netflix movie, right?
Yeah.
And we were using real guns as props.
Oh no.
And so what happened was after we were done shooting, we were just like, hey, let's go shoot these, right? And we're on private property anyways. It was the director, that was his property. And fucking these two fucking assholes just came in riding on some fucking bikes, right?
Yeah.
And it just kind of left, right? We thought nothing of it. But then the fucking cops showed up.
Oh my god. What did they have to say?
Yeah.
Did you guys have licenses, or were you just using them?
They're not my. I don't know.
Oh.
Nor I don't think I should disclose that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I
have
neither
no idea.
confirm nor deny it. How about that?
I'm
Yeah,
legally
we're not-
required to say I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. And what happened? Like they got our names and all that, and it, luckily we had a truck with a cover.
Yep.
So we put all the guns in there. There was two trucks though, and the second truck does not have a cover. And we forgot to put one of the sniper rifles. It was a sniper rifle, I think. I don't remember what it was. And it was there, but there's two gun cases.
Oh man.
And when he checked the truck,
Mr. Cortez, are you saying you shot JFK?
Oh.
oh,
Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs, we got you.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, you got
FBI's
me.
on their way, buddy.
I'm calling them. They gave
the
me
gig
their
is
number.
up.
They
I got
gave
it.
me their number. I'm calling them.
The gig is up.
That's
Oh,
great.
shit.
But yeah, that's
but, like,
scary.
what happened? Yeah, that was fucking freaked out. We were just like, just sitting there, just like not saying anything.
So,
honestly, if you're in a
have
situation like that, the best thing you can do is just not say anything. Just sit there and just be quiet.
So I do have a couple
Oh,
stories.
you don't need to tell me that.
I do have a couple stories. One was from me and my friend, and the same friend I went with to do this. Actually, this next story is his story on his involvement with the cops. So basically, he and a couple of other people had the wonderful idea to go to an abandoned hospital at night, a local abandoned hospital, and they're like checking out. There's like, oh, this place is really cool, but then like the cops like show up and they're like, oh fucking shit, we gotta book it. So basically, they had to sneak past the cops, which were patrolling the site, and I think there was only one way to really get in. It was like through some window, so they had to climb back through that, and they basically were booking it into the woods. And there's like a full 45 minutes where my friend had no idea where anything was. He didn't know where his friends was. It was pitch black. He couldn't see anything, and if he turned on his lights, the cops would have seen him. So basically there's a full 45 minutes where he didn't know what he was doing. He was scared shitless. And then his friend showed up, he chewed him out a little, and then they basically left. And he claims that's the scariest thing that's ever happened to him. And if that happened to me, I'd fucking pee my pants. I wouldn't know what to do.
We be your trap. Hey, real men pee their pants when they're talking to those they care about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so this story happened to me.
That's my way of saying I love you guys.
So this story happened to me. This was actually during the filming of that edit me and my friend made. You guys might know it. It's actually on my channel, Lost. That parking garage we were filming in, unbeknownst to the both of us, it closed at noon, and we walked in around, I want to say 11:45, and there was like a couple cars there. Like, oh cool, we could film up here, we could get some good shots, it'd be awesome. So basically, we went up to the very top. We were like, wow, what a view. We took some shots, and like, all right, it's it's kind of cold up here. Let's head back down. And then we were walking down, getting some cool shots, and they were like, oh fuck, the thing's locked. The gate to get into the parking garage was down, and it was that kind of gate that like only your hand could really fit into. So basically, we were pretty much locked in there. They're like, oh fuck, what are we gonna do? How we get out? What do we do? And then after walking around some while, panicking, we found a door. But it was like was a sketchy door because basically there was this wire that that wasn't like a. It was sort of set up like something you would like the push doors, that little bar, but it looked like it was alarmed, and we're like, do we really want to do this? Do we want to get called by the cops? Do we want to like risk it? And then after thinking about it, we were like, I mean, we don't really have much else of a choice. So we very carefully opened the door. Fortunately, there was no alarm, but I'm still convinced there was a silent alarm of some sort that went off. Fortunately, my town's small enough where they don't have like a ton of cops on staff. Otherwise, we probably would have gotten caught because of that silent alarm. So then basically, we're walking down some ways, and then going back to Doug and saying like how he has sort of a fear of sirens and stuff. I heard like police. We both heard police sirens, and we fucking booked it. We didn't know where it was coming from. We didn't know what direction it was coming from. We fucking booked it. We ran down alleyways. We just kept running. I had like a $1,000 camera too, so we were both running with like easily $2,000 worth of equipment on our backs. So it was not fun, and it was like just after a bit of a snowstorm in a way, so that was also not fun. So we finally made it. We were outside the parking lot of McDonald's, and it was like, well, that's fun. Let's go get some lunch. And we went in, got ourselves some burgers, and then just continued filming. And yeah, that was my little scary encounter with the cops.
Did he cut out?
What, did I cut out? Doug, you heard that, right?
Yes. No, I didn't hear the last bit, I'm sorry.
Oh no, we basically, at the very last, basically once we stopped running, we were at the parking lot of McDonald's, and then we're both out of breath, we were both like shaken, and then uncharacteristically, or like just out of the blue, I was like, hey, let's grab McDonald's, and then he was like, yeah, sure. And we went in, we got our burgers, and we just continued filming. And yeah, I mean that whole thing where you say, where you said, basically crazy stuff happens to you, and then life just happens normally. That's basically what happened. Well, anyway.
All right, so let's have any closing words, and then we'll end it here.
Okay. The Earth is a dinosaur. That we all know.
You guys should just pee in my poo.
Cortez, say something.
Yeah. I really should.
We are the Rejects Podcast.
Thank you
guys
so much for watching. And yeah, bye.